Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary Krabby. Oh my goodness!
Yes, guys, I'm so sorry that it's been a long time since I posted. I was just very, very busy. Totally. Yeah. Well, this video is a tier list for all the items for the specific places in the Break-In VR, which is a very underrated game. I think you should play it. And yeah, we're starting with the home district, and there's going to be split into parts on each district. So yeah, get ready for that. Yeah, this is going to be split up into multiple parts, so let's not keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's get right into the video. This is the first house you basically get to rob and get money from. And we're not going to talk about like that abandoned house because it's like trash. It's like the starter house. And there's going to be like the house that we're robbing in the background right now. So yeah. So the first item that we're going to be ranking in this house is the hammer. The hammer is like really good if you're like don't have the class. It breaks windows and it breaks doors, but it's honestly not that good if you have the strongman class all the way up. It's like, just please. So I would rate it. Oh, sorry, I forgot to talk to you about the rating system. So we're gonna use this tier list to rate the stuff. And so this is what's gonna happen. We are going to put the hammer at a kind of like a 4 backup. Yeah, that sounds very good because like if you don't have many options and you don't really have the strongman class fully maxed out, it's definitely something you should probably use. Like, yeah. The wrench. So, the wrench, I mean, it's like one of the most best items you can have like on your like side at all times, because without it you would not be able to do like anything. You won't be able to like take like most of the expensive stuff in like the houses. And for this house, really good is you can like steal like the stuff on top of the roof that you can't really get. So yeah, so I would have to rate it really good, and I would rate it you would have to use this. Bro, if you don't use this, you're basically cooked. So I'm changing to a new software. Yeah, because like, yeah, it's kind of easier. So first, I would say that, okay, so the wooden ladder for this is completely useless. Like, why would you even use it? Because the roof is literally so short that you can literally jump and grab it. It's like completely useless. The airbags, just please don't use them. Please don't use them. Like, I know they might seem useful at first, but like once you get like really good, and with like this place, it isn't really good because there's not very that much high places, and there's not very that like fragile stuff in this place. So yeah, the lamp. I feel like the lamp is actually like only for situations in this house, because basically the lamp is pretty bad on its own because it's like you have to stand still and you just leave the house because it's so bad. Actually, I'm gonna put it down to why would you use this, because why? This thing, yeah, the flashlight. The flashlight is the flashlight. Once you get the headlamp and the other thing, it's completely useless. But it's really good when you're starting. This is usually a starter house, so yeah. I'll put it in only for situations. The climbing axis for climbing the house, completely useless. I would have to put it like, it has 2 of them, so I'm gonna put it actually below everything else. The headlamp. The headlamp is a rank up, so I'm gonna put it in for backup, which, yeah. Tactical bananas. Tactical bananas, when you go like 3 of them and then you eat them and then you put them on the floor and they slip. But it's so bad, let me tell you that, because you can just, the hammer, you can just use it. Like, I feel like that's only for situations. Firecrackers, distracting them. This is a very small house. I feel like it's only for backup because, like, it's a really small house and you might want to get them out. The rockets. The rockets, I remember everybody was used to use this. And it was like the craze. And honestly, I don't see many people use them anymore. I usually see people to use the wheels more because you can wheel it around. And this one is so unpredictable. So yeah, I would put it in, why would you use this? The swag bag. Instantly. You must have this. You must. Lockpick? You probably should. Because if you basically, it's usually the front door that you have to worry about, and you can't just break the window because it's so small a house that they'll notice. And if you use a lockpick on the front door, it usually has a lock, so yeah, but it's only for situations, so yeah. The barcode scanner. The barcode scanner is for checking the money price. I mean, I feel like it's only for situations. Because if you want to be like Smarty Smart's Pants and try to figure out the exact amount of money you can get by carrying one, yeah. I never in my life in this game used the battering ram. And I would have to say, why would you use this? Because I already know what it does. You use it on a door and it probably one hits it. But dude, it's so useless. Let me tell you. It's so loud that if you break a door, people will just hear it. And you can just break down the door with, like, if you have full strongman, you just break down the door, and then with the hammer, you can just literally break it down. So yeah, it's completely useless. Ball and chain. Ball and chain. Yeah. Why would you use this? Because it's only delaying. It's only delaying their chase. Yeah, just please don't. The swaggier bag. Swaggier bag. Actually, I think it's like only for situations. No, wait. For backup, just in case, because it's a very small house and you don't have to carry it that long. So yeah. The wheels. The wheels are basically for like really heavy stuff, and I would say for backup because there's a camper van at the very back that you can use the wheels on, and it costs like the most amount of money. So yeah, the X-ray goggles. The X-ray goggles, best thing you could use. Best. Run a scanner, F. There's nothing at that place that you could use that on. Nothing. Same with the keycard hacker. Exactly the same thing. Because there's nothing. There's like there's no lock with like, except for a lockpick. The rope launcher. F. Because it's like a short thing. And like it's like a short, tiny house. So yeah, it's probably not the greatest move. The shrink ray. S. Because it's a special item you get from the playground. And a lot of people like don't have this, but it's really good because when the game used to not have the shrink ray, you were not able to get in the top in the attic. It was in the attic. It was like crazy. It was way too small. You cannot fit anything through it. But with the shrink ray, you can actually fit the stuff through it. So yeah. Yeah, so that's all the stuff. And remember, I will do all the districts and I'll rank the new items by themselves in a short. So yeah, remember that for each one, and you should follow this tier list, because I'm actually a veteran to this game, and I know what I'm doing. So yeah. Okay, let's get straight on into the second story house. So the medium house. The medium house is like in the middle of both of them. It's like kind of good, but not really. Cause like yeah. So yeah, let's just get right into ranking him. The hammer. I feel like the hammer is kind of like for backup too, because yeah, you aren't gonna be breaking any wind. Like if you have a lockpick, it's gonna be pretty easy. Wait a minute, only for situations, because you can open the garage door, I think. So yeah, the tactical bananas, I would say like why? Because there is a very short chance that you would want to use this, because it's such a big house that the only way you can really do it is if they're running away from places. The flashlight, I would say like yeah, for backup if you have nothing else to do, like if you don't have that, like the X-ray goggles. The climbing axes, you probably should use them because it's a second story house, so you can climb it. The firecrackers for backup if you want to distract them to get out of the house. The wrench, yeah, all the way up. Yeah, the wrench is gonna be all the way up all the time. The lampshade for situations. So yeah, only for like situations, because they give you try to go inside, and like you might get caught, but like yeah, you should only use it if you like trying to sneak around and like try to rush in a little bit more. The rocket, why would you use this? It's like if you're trying to get the car in the back, yeah, just please don't try to get the car in the back. Like, you can get the car in the back, it's just you should not use the rocket for it because it barely pushes it. Like, yeah. The ladder, if you have nothing to do, like if you don't have the climbing axes or like anything else, you can like use the ladder. So yeah. The airbags, why would you use this? Because the airbags are kind of trash, not gonna lie. Because like, I know it has a second floor. Wait, actually, for situations if you want to get stuff down from the second floor, easier. If it doesn't want anybody to break it. The headlamp, I want to put in for backup too. I feel like all the lights are for backup, except for, yeah, the swag bag. The swag bag is an easy S. Yeah, which like hold stuff, and that's what you really need. The lockpick, you probably should use it. Wait, actually, you have to have this. No. You probably should. Yeah, you probably should. Because if you don't really have it, if you don't really have that invader class, you're not gonna really, yeah, you're not gonna really need it that much. The barcode scanner, only for situations. So, yeah. If you want to be smart with your stuff, again, if you want to like try to bring stuff that costs a lot of money, yeah. The battering ram. Why would you use this? Because it's way too loud. If you break the doors, it's gonna come. It's way too loud. So, yeah. Ball and chain, same more. That's just slowing their escape. It's not gonna really do anything. The swagger bag, like, actually, like, only for situations, because it's basically, it's like way too big for, like, it's like not way too big, but like you can use it, but yeah. Caster wheels, I would say only for situations, because if you use those, the only reason you would use this was for the car in the back, which, yeah, that's like only one thing if you want it. The X-ray vision goggles, S tier, definitely, should always use this. Why would you use this? Like, both for the key card hacker and the retina copier are both trash. So yeah, you should not use them for this house or the other house. So, yeah. So, like, yeah, you shouldn't use the retina copier, the keycard hacker. The rope launcher for backup. Yeah, if you want to get up there easier, you can use that. The shrink ray, that's definitely you have to have this, because then it will be way easier for you to get down, like for you to get stuff down from the attic. Yeah, so that's the tier list for the medium house. The mansion is like a really good house. Like, it's like really good because it has a safe inside. So yeah, let's get right into it. The keycard hacker and the retina copier. The keycard hacker is actually really good. You have to use this because, dude, there is so many keycard doors in this house, so you're gonna have to use it. The retina copier, I mean, it's less likely. It's like one of the most less likely one to use, so you probably should use it. So yeah. The ball and chain, it's like slowing their chase, so yeah, basically the same as everything else. The battery ram, way too loud for if you're trying to be sneaky. The rocket, only for situations. If you, yeah. it's like, but I would say because there's a lot more heavy stuff. If you have the caster wheels with it, there's like a gate that you need to push it out of, but only for situations. The banana peels, why would you use this? Because it's way too big. This place is way too big for you to be using these. And also, it's like, just use a hammer. I mean, if you have to have one, just use the hammer. Please, just use the hammer. Because these things are basically useless. The caster wheels, I would put it the same as the rocket. So basically what I was saying was, the caster wheels would pair pretty good with the rocket because then it pushes it really fast with it. So yeah, only for situations. The swag gear bag, way too big for it. So like, why would you use this? Way too big, because basically you cannot put it on your side. The barcode scanner, I mean, for backup, if you're trying to figure out like, what the price of stuff in the mansions are, because there's a really good stuff in here. The airbags, The airbags only for situations if you have something on the top floor that you need to do. But there's like a very big staircase, so you could just walk down, and so yeah, I would say only for situations. The robe launcher, only for situations too, because it has a second floor, and on the top floor you need to basically, yeah, on the top floor you just like rope it up there, so I would say only for situations. The thing, it's like the lamp, like I would say only for situations too, because it's basically just a if you want to like hide like really fast and there's nowhere to go, and like, this place has a lot of money, and there's gonna be like a lot more people if you like pick a higher difficulty rating, so it's like pretty good to use. The hammer, I would say for backup, because if you want to get the citizens down, yeah, I would say for backup again too. Yeah, the headlamp and the head flashlight and the flashlight both get for backup, because if you don't have the night vision goggles, you're cooked. Like, nah, you're not like cooked really, but like if you don't have them, like it's gonna be really dark. So yeah, the ladder, I would say like for situations, because it's like way too high for the ladder, because the second floor is like very high up. The firecrackers, I would say for backup if you're trying to distract them. The swag bag would be for, you have to use this, you have to use the swag bag. The lockpick, probably less likely, like only for situations. The climbing axes, only for certain surfaces you can use this, so yeah, I'll put it for only for situations. Night vision goggles, oh my gosh, you need to use these. Whew. Yeah, for the wrench, you're gonna have to, like, you have to use them. The string tray, you have to use this, because there's so much big stuff that you need to move out, and so yeah, it's so good. Well, that's my ranking for all the break-in items for the first section of the break-in house, like places that you can go. So I'll see you guys later. win. So, bye. See you in the next one.